Today's webinar will be broken into 4 parts. First, we will talk about moving RightFax to the cloud. We will then discuss using Cloudly and their T38 optimized SIP trunks for your connection to the PSTN. We will then go through some of the exciting new technologies for classifying and capturing data from your faxes, and we will end with a question and answer session. With cloud initiatives driving the change from software installed on-premise to the cloud, it would make sense that you would need a good strategy for moving your RightFax servers and associated telecom to the cloud. Most of you already know the advantages of installing software in the cloud, but you're probably not too familiar with cloud telecom services. The good news is RightFax can easily be deployed in any public or private cloud, and you could then reap all the benefits of the cloud, such as redundancy, high availability, and the elimination of the hassles and complexities of managing an on-premise system. Moving your telecom connection to the cloud is very easy and will offer you the same benefits I just mentioned. Mike will be going over the details of moving your telecom to the cloud in a few minutes. Installing RightFax in the cloud, also known as Infrastructure as a Service or IaaS, is pretty straightforward. You'll need a virtual machine to install RightFax, a SQL managed instance or SQL server for the database. Most organizations have a site-to-site VPN connecting their corporate network to their cloud infrastructure. When configured this way, your users access all the same features they had when RightFax was installed on-premise, including the RightFax Fax Utility Web Client, the RightFax Thick Client, and the RightFax Fax Printer. You will also have full ability to administer all your services, and just like you had on-premise, using the full thick and web-based Enterprise Fax Manager. All existing integrations with RightFax, including your MFPs, will work. You will still be able to deliver receive faxes to network folders and email. Typically, when moving RightFax to the cloud, the biggest questions we receive from customers revolve around the telephony questions. How do we connect to the public switch telephone network? Do we need to route phone traffic back to our on-premise PBX? Does our phone provider have a presence in the cloud, such as do they have access to Azure, AWS, or Google? But the best question to ask is there a better telephony option for RightFax, especially one that is cloud-based? The answer is a resounding yes. There are better options. Now is a great time to turn the presentation over to Mike so we can go over the cloud-based SIP trunks and all the advantages they offer.
Thanks, Jeff. That was very informative. Before we dig into cloud-based transmission as a complement to RightFax in the cloud, I want to spend a few moments defining what exactly cloud-based fax is. Historically, the options for cloud-based fax have been limited to store and forward solutions. Because of this limitations, a true cloud solution was never really an option for many fax-dependent organizations. Why? Because moving store and forward fax architecture complicated compliance with regulatory requirements and forced the organizations to give up significant control over their fax system. Today, cloud-based fax is not limited to store and forward. With the security and sophistication provided by leading public cloud providers, organizations now have access to the best of both worlds. The cloud-based architecture coupled with cloud-based transmissions, all under their control with zero footprint. This deployment architecture offers our customers parity to benefits over store and forwards or on-premise designs. First and foremost, scaling is easy. Trunks and capacities can be added quickly with minimal incremental costs. Transparency between an on-premise fax server and cloud-based fax server is identical. You can access real-time results and reporting on transmissions no matter your choice. One of the key advantages that this deployment offers over store and forward is control. By maintaining your own RightFax server, you have full control over configurations and settings, and you decide on the infrastructure designs that works best for your organizations. Last but not least, A true real cloud fax deployment offers unparalleled business continuity, as Cloudly is flexible to offer multiple configurations to support your own business continuity and disaster recovery plans through an active-active, an active standby, automatic load balancing. So Jeff has shown you what fax infrastructure looks like in the cloud, and it's not so different from on-premise while providing a host of benefits from its service-based architecture. But to implement true cloud deployment, you need to contemplate cloud-based transmission. And this is where Cloudly solutions come to play. Cloudly easily connects with your RightFax server in the cloud to transmit your fax via T38, the standards-based protocol for fax over IP. Data is never at rest during transmission, unlike store and forward fax solutions. So there is no intermediary interrupting transmissions. And AES encryption is available for an extra level of data security to support compliance requirements. So there are a lot of questions that come to mind. Is it secure? Can we rely on it? These are the two questions I frequently hear from customers making the move from PRI or even store and forward fax to T38 fax solutions. The answer is yes. Cloudly's patented AES encryption keeps private information secure. And as mentioned earlier, the elimination of any intermediaries during transmission eliminates an opportunity for data to be compromised. When it comes to deliverability, Cloudly's T38 is extremely reliable. Our delivery rates have always been high thanks to our specially architected fax network. But we've also recently introduced a self-healing algorithm that further optimizes deliverability. So many faxes go through the first time, reducing the time needed to troubleshoot and thereby lowering the time your IT team needs to devote to fax. Again, all while preserving real-time fax transmission. I'm going to send this back over to Jeff.
Thanks, Mike. On the next few slides, we'll talk about intelligent document processing and tools to automate the classification, extraction, and delivery of that data into just about any application. Intelligent fax processing streamlines workflows and data entry necessary for received faxes. Using some of the newest technologies, such as machine learning and artificial intelligence, organizations can leverage the benefits of intelligent document processing, also known as IDP, for their received faxes. These benefits include operational efficiency improvements such as time savings. Many healthcare organizations report processing times cut by over 50% after automating document workflows with Advantage IDP. This reduction in time directly translates into cost savings, as administrative staff spends less time on manual tasks. Another efficiency improvement would be staff relocation. By automating manual processes like data entry and classification, organizations can relocate staff to more value-driven activities, increasing operational productivity without additional hiring. Some organizations saw a 30 to 40% reduction in manual workload. Another major benefit is cost reductions. Automating data entry and document classification can reduce administrative labor costs by 40 to 60%. For example, one case study reported a 500% increase in document processing efficiency, reducing the need for overtime and extra staffing. IDP will also create a reduction in errors. Manual document processing, especially in healthcare, is prone to human error, which can be costly. Automating document capture and data extraction can reduce errors by up to 90%, leading to fewer denied insurance claims and more accurate billing. If we follow the slide from left to right, you can see there are 7 individual steps that are performed on the document so it can be accurately classified, extracted, validated, and delivered. Over the next few slides, we'll go over each step. Faxes are typically difficult documents for optical character recognition engines to process accurately. For those of you who are not familiar with optical character recognition, also known as OCR, It's a technology that converts different types of documents, such as faxes and scanned paper documents, or PDFs, into editable and searchable data. It works by analyzing the text in images or scanned documents, recognizing the characters, and transforming them into digital text. First-generation OCR engines did an okay job, but now with cloud-based OCR services like Google Cloud Vision and Azure Cognitive Services Vision Studio, OCR can accurately recognize handwriting and even script. Document classification with Advantage IDP leverages AI, machine learning, and advanced OCR to automate the identification and classification of different document types. This reduces manual effort, improves accuracy, and integrates seamlessly with enterprise systems to boost operational efficiency. After categorization, the software assigns a confidence score to each classification. The score indicates how confident the system is that the document has been correctly classified. If the score falls behind a certain threshold, it can trigger a manual review to ensure accuracy. The confidence score can be adjusted on a percentage scale, so if you wanted every document or every data extraction to be reviewed by a human, you can set it to 100%. In most cases, setting the confidence score to about 90% will allow you to fully automate all your documents, but will still require a human to review the few documents and data extractions that the system was not confident enough to continue processing. Advantage IDP uses supervised learning to improve its accuracy over time. As users verify your correct classifications, the system learns from these adjustments, refining its categorization logic and becomes more precise as it processes more documents. This is a perfect example of how Advantage IDP uses machine learning to improve throughput and efficiency. Data extraction in Advantage IDP is a powerful, automated process to capture relevant information from a variety of document types. By automating the extraction process, organizations can reduce manual effort, increase accuracy, and enhance the efficiency of their document workflows. The system once again uses AI and machine learning to detect key information without predefined zones. It searches the entire document to locate and extract the relevant data fields based on patterns, keywords, and content. Since the extraction rules are not zonal, Advantage IDP can easily handle different variations of the same document type, even if the data is in different locations on the page or labeled differently. After extracting data, Advantage IDP applies built-in validation rules to ensure accuracy. For example, it can validate that a date field contains a valid date format or check that an invoice total matches the sum of its line items. If these discrepancies or low confidence extractions occur, the system can flag these for manual review. As users interact with the system, correcting any errors or verifying data, Advantage IDP learns from these interactions. This machine learning feedback loop helps improve future data extraction accuracy, especially for free-form or complex documents. API lookups and fuzzy DB lookups in Advantage IDP enable organizations to match extracted document data against existing records in databases, even when the extracted data contains errors, variations, or formatting inconsistencies. This enhances accuracy, reduces manual data handling, and makes document processing workflows more efficient, especially in environments where perfect data is not always available. Once the data is extracted and validated, it can be seamlessly exported into other enterprise systems, such as electronic health records for patient data, enterprise resource planning systems for financial or inventory data, customer relationship management for customer details, and document management systems for archiving and indexing. The extracted data can be exported in various formats, including CSV, XML, JSON, or integrated directly via APIs into these systems.